Welcome to official SL TV channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share my video and press the red button. Please help me to share my video.
Me family, una good evening, una good afternoon, or una good morning. This now a program again, Salon Cashbox. People na Salon today na the 18th of March 2025. You know, my little nephew turned 11 today. Turned 11 today. And yeah, just want to say happy birthday. I remember we when we small, they got to me like Rocky, like go in there, you can see Uncle Cashbox. So it's funny anyway. Now he's 11. Imagine, you know, he was a toddler when man begin to talk about things regarding we beloved country. And you know, me even sabi talk finance, they call me Uncle Cashbox. Now he's 11. Same story all the time. But you know, Salon people, look, we're not going to give up on Salon. You see, the thing that all where we don't talk about over the years, you know, finally, the chicken they come for we roast. Finally, then they come. You see, Salon people, the problem with we and waiting make we if we not change direction and change trajectory, it go really take long time for make we able change Salon because we're not able to think ahead. The only time where Salon man, you know, go really feel the pain now when the thing don't come before and now it don't begin feel the heat. Now they say, oh no, if I be no. Salon people will like if I be no. All the thing the way they hit you now so they like it today. Salon people honestly, like me, I don't deal the thing the way I don't deal tell you now. Say if you not do one, it go do this. If you not do one, it go turn this way. If you not do one, it go turn this way. I don't tell you now countless things. I did tell you about even the risk factors why we are where we are right now. To the extent that they give you visa ban. Now we country. You see, some man go say, oh, well, if America ban, we go to the rest of the world. You go say so. But now the contagion behind it, the contagious effect. In other words, the way they spread, the name of it, the bad name way they give we. That's the thing where some power concern and worry about. It's the contagious effect. It's God. And some people look, when these things are happening, hey, businessman, it's just like if you go buy something like in Guinea right now, or Belgium, how they call them. The price where you pay depend on whether the buyer or the seller are in desperate. So man can say, go market. You know, I know all about these things. Go market even 10. Because when you go market even 10, beaucoup man s'entend seul triangada didi. When you go there even 10, s'entend then fish nothing, but fish not be the work. Ice block not trouble. So the fish, they don't want make, who they sell fish, don't want make like a good house. I be want me auntie baby. Like if they sell fish in the market. In fact, at times where, because we not be the far from Congo market. So where the fish the way they left, they pass now house, can left and house. So tell that day, if he come late, he said, tell me, market just beat and make first meatball for keep and for tomorrow. So it depends how desperate the person day. Now that person day, now he for loss. If me when to go by, I desperate, this person see and me say, I want this thing, bad one. They must only act for get the best out of me. Then me back, if I don't see this person is desperate for sale, and the next time, even when I go want some, I will still make style. And then thing they make, again, the economists they call them who that gets the bargaining power. Who that get the bargaining power? Who that hold the sharp side to the neck? Who that they negotiate from a position of strength? Salon people, today I want to talk about emotional economics. Let's explore options. Salon people, look, make nobody not tell una say, let we go this way. Oh, this way we not for good. Let's don't ever do that. Let's don't do that. I want to tell una say, privatization, they thrive and succeed in China. And it be, in fact, now a model where China use for actually develop and grow the economy. It succeeded in most cases in China. The reason why, like in the UK, most of the times, when governments they privatize, then they do them and give them cronies. This is not how it's man, they play corruption. Then they give them best party them for just go make the system. Then they do them genuinely. In China, when they do them, they monitor it. Salon people, look, una believe me on this. Privatization succeeded in China. It succeeded perfectly in China. Yes, there were bits and bobs that never did. And again, it goes back to the point. In America, if we look at, like, we own NHS now in the UK, where, like, government own and all anything in it, and compare, like, in America, it calls for people to not be lazy. It calls productivity. So man, they say, but what? Man, I sit down now. If I sit down, the medical bill, if I can't see English, no one will pay for me. The risk, even though it is very shrewd, it's very bad, but it calls for people to become hard. They become so hardworking. Say and say, but what? Waiting at that thing, several years, I say, yeah, food no day for an idler or something like that. Yes. Say, but what? This, not so, now man go tell you, you need to go find them. It causes them for me, they become more productive. Hence the reason why they get the biggest economy in the world. So this is the reason why you never, ever say an option is wrong. Don't do that. I can look at, and one thing where I therefore find out today, some people, when I know say, under Pasheki, then be done nationalized everything na salon. In fact, as a result for that, now it caused the collapse of the economy. I only found that today. We now be once a nationalized nation. Everything was nationalized. Everything. But it failed. Why? Because of corruption. Impossible say we can nationalize everything. With the corrupt leaders the way we get right now, with the embolden these politicians for getting more richer. Who knows? Privatization will bring about where, like, the things they don't belong to the politicians. They're not controlled by the politicians. But what's happen? We can use them. And then the politicians and monitor them. But even that, again, the tendency for many politicians and these private institutions then collide and work together for reprieve. All these things are possible. But Salone was once a nationalized, every entity, every SOE was owned by the government. Well, SOE just means they own state-owned entities. We were once there, but it failed because corruption was endemic within us. So even now, Salone, I would not even like my own emotion go drive me say, let we own everything. My own emotion. Let we own everything for now. But there is a danger to it, even that. My own option will be like, make government grab hold of those things. But even that, there is a danger. You know why? You see, this is like why I always say, leave your options open. Me a person we believe say, for now, Salone, we need for own everything. But hold on. As damaged as we are in terms of like reputation, confidence, respect, there is no way, trust. We have to be careful and say, okay, if we nationalized everything, we own everything, we need for go spend money for buying machineries. But as damaged as we are reputationally, accessing finance can be a serious problem because first of all, they don't ban we because they see and say we passport them, drug dealers, then they all have now. So accessing finance is a problem. Could be a problem. So a lot of people, when you want to go take money alone, the thing they look for, I don't tell you now, AFC, an acronym, AFC, accessibility, for when you get access to it, F for flexibility, and C for cost. And some of these things, when you do that, like now, if we go nationalize everything with reputation damage, if right now we want to take a loan as a country, how long it will take for that we actually build with credit rating, with standings, and this reputation will not be so badly damaged and all that thing? How long it will take we? We don't know. 6 months? 1 year? 2 years? And then whilst we're doing that, can we not use privatization that is well, monitored? So like people, and when we talk about people, like the people and the owner, it can be said even when we issue shares, we can issue shares in Sierra Leone, in Africa. So the very indigents, the people and the locals, they own this very privatized institution. So some people, look, this is the reason why I don't like to say this is not applicable. Like now in Salone, as we are, if we still nationalize everything, we need to go buy machineries. Would like even the people where they buy the machine, we need to go buy shipping boats for water. The one where they make boats, they were able kind of like give we the shipping boats, then they go trust we. If not to high interest rate, because we are rated as junk right now, even worse than junk. So we have to think about these things and say, could privatization work for the next 10 years? Where we start to build our reputation. So don't write it off. Don't write it off. The only time you can write it off is when you have first-hand information. Because you know the reason why I tell you all this? Because I believe in drawing up, like build up models and say, whose model will they work now? Like now you get access to Salone. You say we get access to money. We walk into a bank. We walk into like any lender and say, give me money. The lender go begin to assess. We say, okay, as a government, like even, remember sometimes even when you go take a loan, you then put a collateral. It is asset backed. So in a way, we dey go there and say, okay, we dey back this thing. But who knows? You know if you go get for cause inefficiency. And secondly, when sometimes you issue shares, It give you even access to the market where you issue that shares there. People get to know about you. You sell your products to those in that market easily. These are all the advantages. So don't write it off. Don't. Because to say right now, oh, no, right now, we don't need privatization. No, it's not correct. Let's don't go down that path. Let's don't do that. Because what if, like now, we want to go take loan as a government, they say, no, we need a give now. Or they say, you will pay 70% interest rate because of your high risk. We don't know. I don't know these things. Unless somebody get first-hand information, go like and sit down with people because we get the idea how to knock down the cost of a loan. I do have that idea fully, and I understand these things. So don't write it off because privatization succeeded in China. I get to video where I played where I sent to 3 people. It succeeded in China. And even Salon, beyond Pashaki, beyond nationalized, all of the things there, all of the things there. But it failed. Now it even lead to the collapse of the currency and the economy. Don't write it off. Don't, because we need to understand first. So if they go charge me high interest rate, so Unawame will pay that high interest rate instead of national, privatizing it, where we monitor it. It worked in China, Salon people. It worked. So this day, now, you see, again, it goes back, I think, like, I've been listening to Hotmail today, where they talk about, like, the Omore tactics. China now, you know what they do? They never renationalized. In other words, the NEPA actually gets them, then see the way they don't privatize, then they get them back into the government own. So we can use that strategy there. Omore. We make Omore. The papa can say what you want to call her alligator and water. You call her Omore. When you come on the water before you call her in real name. We can do that. So don't write it off. I beg of you. Don't write it off. Don't use emotions. Whether you see and say, oh, like if they don't so in the UK, but it is working in China because China they monitor them really, really well. You go talk about the dividend, then they take dividend here, then they take dividend yonder, and all that thing and there. But what you do not know, what if at the time, like the example, like about Thames Water in the UK, making losses, paying dividends. What if it was government owned because of inefficiencies? Like the government was still don't increase with taxes them for make we able to service Thames Waters. But like this money when they bail them out, which is loan, loan. They don't give them directly. What if it will be owned by government for don't even increase with taxes them for the service Thames Water? What if? Then what the benefit of like Thames Water being privatized, it caused competitors them for come into the market. What if like those people that are not on Thames Water, they get a cheaper price because of the competition? Have we thought that way? Even the dividend that they paid. You know it's not the dividend percentage in the UK? I think it's about 32%. So that's 70 million. They could have paid 21 million as dividend. And the dividend policies no means say dividend, it will be paid from retained profit. And look, even sometimes dividend are paid from loan. Then they go take debt for pay dividend. Because you could your cash, your profit, when you don't make over the years, you could don't put them into investment. Invest them. So some companies they will take debt. Imagine dividends supposed to be paid out of profit, and you profit they translate to cash. But the that profit you don't put them into investment. Some companies they will go take debt for pay dividend. So people look, when it comes to finances, it is deep. Do not look at it on the surface. It is deep. Companies they will go take. Imagine they go take debt for can pay dividend. You see, Salon people, this is the reason why I tell people, do not write off these things, because even when you privatize, you can still issue dividend. Again, I talked about this yesterday. If you privatized, let me say, at the time where we credit getting bad, companies that are willing, they can issue shares to even local people, and like you get for worrying about, say, oh, the profits they'll be distributed now that the outside the country. But how about when you issue shares outside the country? It gives you access. It gives you people that get for know about you. You put value to that name when people that know about you outside Salone. For the fact that we have access to those markets, do you know what that mean? Do you put value to it? And secondly, I made this point yesterday. When you privatized, you could well say, Nathan, because of we name right now, with a monitor now, with an eagle eye monitor, lenses, for 10 years. The Tonkolili, we know say, that 27 billion, they say, $1 billion we they make every year. What if we privatize for 10 years? We lease some for 10 years. 270 billion. We know say, according to the research, and say we can able to mine them over 60 years. So imagine, we say, okay, you know, for these 10 years, give we an upfront 100 billion. Because we know say we can able to make 270 billion. So give we an upfront 100 billion. We know how 100 billion go change Salone. Imagine, if now for 10 years, we go to mine them, particularly small. But they don't give we instant injection of cash, which is $100 billion. $100 billion in a Salone. It changed Salone completely. Completely. Imagine MCC money, $480 million. Now will be the job say the deal right. I want to believe. I do not know. Maybe I go ask. I get to where my friend went, Papa, like we began into electricity, sober one and Salone. We were discussing this some time back. I go ask him. I want to believe $2 billion it electrify the whole Salone. I want to believe that. So when I imagine if 10 years we don't know what's in the next Tonkolili, they can give me $100 billion. When I know how they change Salone. So do not write it off, please. I beg una. Do not write it off. All that is needed is for these things to be properly monitored. All that is needed. 100 billion, we know what we get. 100 billion, they can give, we know say that 270 billion they can make. We say we need instant $100 billion in cash. We privatize now. We know almost when I get from mine every year. Every year, we're not for past that. Like corrupt minded free. Do not be corruptly minded. Do not be corruptly minded. Do not write it off that it's God. Yeah. Don't write it off. It could well work. Could well work. I beg una not write them off. Let's don't use emotion. Naya. It worked in China. Even in Singapore, it worked. Do not write it off. Just because it failed in the UK, because they do them the wrong way, doesn't mean it's wrong. Again, I tell you now, just because democracy, they fail in a Salone, no means say democracy is bad. It's the same thing as privatization. Do not write it off. Don't ever do that. Even right now. I mean, I've been leaning more for my government grab everything. But this is me. I don't think necessarily they have to grab everything, especially considering our situation now. There are different factors we can bring in and say, okay, what is the better thing to do now? What if they go tell we say we need the able to give we money? What if they go tell we that? So this is the reason why. Even remember, I will tell you now again. In Salone, Sheki, we don't nationalize all of these things. They were once privatized, but Sheki nationalized them and then caused the fall of the economy. So it tells you whether nationalized or privatized, if it is not done properly, now other Nambara and thievery and ego fail. So nationalization be don't fail when it is owned by the government. Please, when we do this fight for Redeem Salon, leave options open. Don't bring emotions into it. We can do it better because our eyes are open. Because it could well work for Salon even right now. Do not write it off. It worked in China and they repeat this. And nationalization don't fail na Salon back. It all depends how you go about it. We can do it. We can do it. Don't write anything off. As it is right now in a Salon, the options are open and we will build models for make sure say which one is better at a particular given time. The iron ore in Tonkolele in 10 years could make 270 billion. Remember MCC money, we don't wait for 11 good years to 12 years now. 12 good years. Since 2013, when we first get like, I don't know how they call it, where we win $45 million by or so. Since 2013, the threshold program or whatever they call it. Since 2013, we've been waiting for this 480 million. But SL Mining, which is owned by an American company, GL Holding, has been making $400 million every year in a Salon. Somebody will tell me, say, well, that's how privatization they fall. No, not because of privatization. It is because we do not monitor it properly. And we don't negotiate them properly. Because what we for don't do, not for better than give we langamina money. Now for tell and say, give we money up front. Give we money up front. And then una go about and sell them now. It's how they negotiated it. Also they negotiate these things. Within that 10 years, we don't get companies them where they give we like 27 billion a year. Like for 12 good years. We don't make about 330 billion all these 10 years, 12 years, where we don't wait for. All these 12 years, where we don't wait for. For we don't make about 330 billion dollars in these 12 years, where we don't wait for. We can do it. I have no doubt. Because Salon na a rich nation. In these 10 years, if we don't negotiate a company, say, you can make it, buy the machineries, and then we can even help una for credit rating. We will back the asset for say una they produce this amount every year. We help una. It depends how you negotiate it. Salon people, I'm an expert in risk. I know waiting the cause credit risk, reputational risk. You name it, Salon people, I know. And for that reason, I know how waiting they look for and waiting for tell them and how for monitor them, how for upkeep the rating. I know, Salon people. This is the reason why I just say, hey, then currency risk, commodity risk, interest rate risk. I know how for monitor them and how for keep an eye on it. I know. Let's leave our options open. Even as I speak now. Even though me, personally, I will make we grab hold of everything. But no, thinking about like the damage name now, we could well use privatization. That would give us like instant injection of cash. That would change the face of Salon within 5 years. Salon people, I know it can be done. I know. And the left one with this. Nationalizing everything has failed. We don't try Joe Pasheki. Privatization don't succeed in China. We can copy the model. We can copy even like for be publicly owned by Singapore. We can use the Singapore model. But The options are open. And we should live it just like that. Me famulem, this now the program, Salon Cashbox. And God bless you now. And then I get a very, very good evening. Thank you very much.